Greetings, friends and brethren around the world. The Apostle Paul warns the Church of God today in 2 Corinthians 11 and verses 13 to 15. Paul wrote, "For such are false apostles, deceitful workers." And deceitful workers means those who are like a decoy that deceive. And they are transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed, that is, disguised into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed or disguised as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. The following video presentation was produced on January the 13th, 2013. After I received a publication of the Restored Church of God. This publication was promoting David C. Pack as an honest and true leader of that church. An apostle, brethren, is sent. Whether that apostle be true or false, he's sent. I leave you to decide whether this man, the leader of the Restored Church of God, is a decoy sent as a false apostle to deceive you.
Recently, a friend and member of the Restored Church of God sent me this publication. The title of it, "Do You Know David C. Pack?" or "Do You Know David Pack?" The caption on this publication is "My Life and Ministry, Rumors and Lies versus Facts and Truth." What this publication is supposed to do is to exonerate David Pack, to make him look good, to show you that the rumors and lies on the internet are untruths, they're false statements. They're not facts and they are not truth. Are they? Or are they not? Are they truth or are they false statements? Well, I'm here to tell you today that in this magazine there are false statements. In this magazine there are false statements. And you and I need to take a look inside of this publication and just see that false statement. Well, one of them anyway. On page 15, they discuss, and I say they discuss because this magazine or this publication was not produced only by David C. Pack. He has a team of men that work with him and they produce this magazine in their boardroom. I've sat there and I've done the same thing, working with him in those areas. Well, on page 15, we have the subheading of how many were disfellowshipped. And of course this subheading has under it 10 paragraphs, and in paragraph 7 he states, "Today in the Restored Church of God, we are now well over 13 years old. In that time, I have not disfellowshipped even one person anywhere in the world." Now we understand that if you find a false statement in a publication, that means that the publication becomes questionable. Everything else he's said in it becomes questionable because a false statement is defined by the context. He says, while today in the Restored Church of God, we are now well over 13 years old. In that time, I have not disfellowshipped even one person. Not one person. I'm here to tell you that that's a false statement. As a matter of fact, I'm here to tell you that that's a blatant and outright lie. Because David C. Pack, personally, on the 29th of June 2011, while waving his fist in my face, personally disfellowshipped and fired me, calling me wicked and evil, because I didn't agree with the fact that he was a high priest of Jesus Christ. He goes on in this publication on the paragraph 7 and states, "Our church administration department began in 2003. It and our ministry worldwide have rarely, only a handful of times, had to disfellowship anyone over the 9 years that followed." Another false statement. Because I work for church administration. I have the responsibility with the church administration coordinator, his son-in-law, to disfellowship a number of people worldwide on the authority of or by the authority of David C. Pack. Many times in meetings, Mr. Pack would personally tell me, to phone a minister and tell him to disfellowship someone. So those are false statements. So if those are false statements, what about the rest of this publication? What about the rest of it? When he talks about men in derogatory terms, talks about an evangelist in a very derogatory way. No respect for dignitaries, none whatsoever. Well, as Michael Venish, I tell you that this publication is full of false statements. Take care, brethren, and those of you, friends around the world. If you want to know more, if you feel you want to know more about myself and my ministry, you may write to me at the address and the email address that follows.